Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, May the 23rd. I'm Clay Emo, I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. Today, let's talk about defenseman Luke Schenn. We know he's an unrestricted free agent. He made $800,000 last year, and he was a pleasant surprise for the Vancouver Canucks. So my question to you today is very simply, two questions. Do you anticipate Luke Schenn to be back with the Canucks next season? And is he good enough to basically hold down a third pairing spot on our team? So let's look at him a little bit. He was a 2008 first round draft pick, 5th overall by the Toronto Maple Leafs. So a 5th overall pick, pretty impressive. And in those 11 years since, he's bounced around. The Canucks are a 6th team. Went from Toronto to Philly. Then there's Arizona and Anaheim in there, as well as an LA Kings. Actually, I went out of order. I think it was Toronto, Philly, LA, then Arizona, then Anaheim. And the Canucks basically rescued him from Anaheim when they traded Michael Del Zotto for him. He was buried in San Diego in the Anaheim's AHL affiliate. Maybe didn't get along with the coaching staff or management. Whatever it is, he had a new lease on life, so to speak, a new beginning when he got traded to the Vancouver Canucks. And when he came to the Canucks, he was really good, actually. He started in Utica, of course, and then he got caught up in mid-February when the Canucks were decimated by injuries on the blue line. Ended up playing the last 18 games of the season, had no goals, but he had 2 assists, and ended up being a very solid partner for Quinn Hughes' 5 games in the league. And his style was basically the exact opposite of Quinn Hughes, and maybe that's why they worked so well together. So what is Luke Schenn's style? No nonsense, straight up and down, and tough to play against, very physical, and makes a quick first pass, doesn't get too fancy. And that's what I liked about him. There's so many times, actually, I remember last season where the opposing team would get the puck in the zone, and Luke Schenn would either stand up the opposing forward, like stand him up right at the blue line, or he'd go get the puck, win a puck battle, and then get the puck out with a quick pass. So he's not the best skater. You know, he doesn't have a lot of foot speed at all. But what I do like about Luke Schenn is he makes quick decisions. He generally makes good decisions. He stands up for his teammates. He plays physical. One of our more physical D-men. He's really good along the boards because he's physical, and he's not afraid to hit and to stand up for his teammates and to stand opposing forwards up on the blue line. So I rarely saw him get caught out of position despite his lack of foot speed. I rarely saw him make really bonehead or really bad plays or horrible giveaways, up the middle, like some other defensemen who I will not name. He usually makes a safe play up the boards or a safe pass, outlet pass. But what I do like is how tough he is and how much he stands up for his teammates. Now, given everything I said about him, about standing up guys up, not being a good skater, basically the opposite of Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes, you have obviously a lot of speed, a lot of hockey IQ, great vision, walking the line, great dangles, all those things. So that's why they're a good pairing. Hughes could count on Schenn being back in his own zone or covering him while Hughes did his thing kind of thing. And I'm talking about even strength, of course. So they made a really good pair. Now, next season, I expect Quinn Hughes to play up onto the first pair or second pair for sure, at least, if not the first pair, depending on what happens with Alex Edler. So I don't know if you can put Luke Schenn on the first or second pair. So Schenn will likely be playing with a Ben Huttner, Ole Ulevi. If we kind of guess that Edler's back, and then Quinn Hughes, those are your top 2. It's going to be one of Hutton or Ulevi on the third pair. And again, Hutton's a good skater. Ulevi also a decent skater and more offensive-minded than Schenn is for sure. So maybe then those would be good pairings for Schenn. So $800,000 last year. I expect a very minimum raise over that. Maybe he gets another 1 year, 2 years at max, or maybe just another year, maybe at 950 or 1 or 1.05 at the most. Somewhere in the 900 to 1.1 range, maybe. That's what you give to Luke Schenn for maybe 1 more year, if not 2. So that's the first question. And the second question is do you think he's good enough to be our third pairing right shot D-man, right? Obviously playing behind Chris Tanev and Troy Stetcher. Is he good enough to be our third pairing right shot D-man, or do you think he's better off as a 7th if the Canucks can make a trade or pick up someone in free agency? Not a lot of right-handed defensemen out there. There's the expensive guys like I've talked about, like Carlson and Myers and Strawman, but are they going to get a mid-tier, lower level right-hand D-man to be the third pairing, and then Luke Schenn becomes first off the bench, so to speak, maybe the healthy scratch or the 7th D-man, or maybe even the 8th guy, so he's first up from Utica. So Canucks fans, love to hear what you have to think. Were you impressed, as I was, with Luke Schenn last year? That 18-game stint playing alongside Quinn Hughes for Quinn Hughes' first 5 games at the end of the year. I loved him. And by the way, I wanted to add too, I first met him right actually before he even had played for the Canucks. He had just got traded, and I think it was Dice and Ice time the charity gala for the Vancouver Canucks, and that I volunteered at, and I had a chance to meet him. And I keep thinking he's way older than he is. Yeah, he was drafted 11 years ago, but he's only 29 years old, which makes sense, right? Drafted when he was 18 or 19. So he's only 29 years old, so it's not like he's 33 or 34. So he's still got a few good years of hockey in him. So another reason why the Canucks should probably look at signing him. But I met him at the Dyson Ice. Really, really nice guy. I welcomed him into the team, and I basically said, I look forward to seeing what you can do. And he basically relayed to me that he was excited for this opportunity, excited for, like I said, a breath of fresh air, a second chance, so to speak. So I'm rooting for him as a person, as a human being, and of course I'm rooting for him as a player because I think he's good. I think he can bring something that the Canucks need: grit, toughness, and durability, reliability, and consistency on the back end. My question is simply to you: is that going to be as a third pairing guy, or is he going to be a healthy scratch, maybe first guy off the bench, so to speak? Not off the bench, you know what I mean, first guy out of the press box. All right, Canucks fans, leave a comment below. I'd love to know what you think about Luke Schenn and what you predict for his future here. Will the Canucks re-sign him, for how much, and what will his role be? Leave a comment below. I'd love to read, react, and reply as always. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Enjoy the day. God bless. Go Canucks, go.